Alright, so since we got the tires taken off the wheels, I'm going to start doing a little bit of prep work on the upper forks, sprocket, the wheels, and the fork, and probably like the disc brake assembly and little swing arm thing. So I'm gonna paint the tank. I need to take the fuel out the tank. I'm gonna paint the wheels, the forks, and the tank the same color. The sprocket will be black or like a metallic gray, and then the frame will be red, and the fenders will be red. So I'm just gonna do some prep work. It ain't gonna be like no professional quality, nothing like that, but it ain't gonna be, you know, crappy either. So just gonna do a little bit of sanding prep work, mask some stuff off, and shoot the spray. I mean, it's very simple. I'm not a complicated person, but I do like stuff to look halfway decent. All right, some stuff ready to go. Like I said, I'm doing the wheels, the tank, and the forks. This metallic satin nickel. That's all it is to it. Alright, and I'm gonna let that sit, bake in the sun. The only bad thing about painting outside, spider webs and stuff that just falls from the sky. And then the back sprocket, I'm doing this metallic, some metallic gray. I had it laying around, so figured I'd use it. You know, see, come here, that sit. And earlier I wasn't sure about this matte red pepper, but you know, it's real thin. The frame I'm gonna have to primer white before, or yellow, whichever one of the two, before I cover it in this matte red pepper. This bike, it ain't gonna be perfect, but it wasn't meant to be perfect either. All right, so we got the fenders primered. We're gonna hit it with this matte red pepper. This stuff doesn't spray too nice in my opinion. It's real thin. So I'm gonna use these fenders as a testing point and just kind of see how it turned out. I'm just gonna start off real light. Make do stuff by her voice. A whole lot of coats is seems like it's gonna be the way, and hopefully a whole lot of trash won't end up in the paint falling from the sky. Alright, so the first light coat is done. We'll let this dry for a few minutes and then we'll come back and hit it some more until we feel good about the coverage, and then we'll flip it over and do the top. So let's get the top done something to it. Alright, so we'll let that sit and we'll be back. Alright, so since the red is so thin in the paint and you can see all the imperfections and all the stripes and stuff from where I did white before, you can see all the imperfections and all the stripes and stuff in it, I'm going to try to rectify that and hide those flaws by doing some splatter paint. And I'm going to do the splatter paint with the nickel, the metallic satin nickel, which is the color of the forks and the tank. So I'm gonna splatter paint the fenders with the nickel, and I'm going to do the side cover with nickel red, and I might do like some yellow and green. So while I'm using this nickel, I'm gonna go ahead and do the fenders and the side cover. Splatter paint is very good at making the eyes think that something looks better than what it is. But don't tell your girl that, because she might go splatter paint herself. But you know, what y'all do in y'all bedroom is y'all business. And I try to keep my stuff, you know, fairly simple. I don't try to go, you know, too overboard. And I may come back and do another color. That's good for the side cover there. Then I hit it with a little bit of red, and then that's going to come off, and my logo is going to be there in the middle. So for right now, we're going to call this good. I was going to do another idea, but I feel like that might do it a little bit more justice to kind of hide those flaws. So we'll let this dry and be back. All right, so I'm pretty much done. So time to hit it with a little clear. Oh. So yeah, I don't know about this color combination. I don't know. But maybe once it's all put back together, you know, it'll change my mind a little bit about it. But as of right now, I don't know. I don't know if I like it. But it is what it is, because it ain't getting changed. Whether I like it or not, it's done, paint wise. Alright, so we're just gonna start doing little stuff to get this bike back together. So let me do the rear brake pads. So as you can see, it's none there. Try to bring back these to their glory, just wet sand and try to polish them a little bit. And then so I had the handlebars on. I got my Amazon risers on that actually look pretty good. So fenders, wheels, tires, handlebars, kickstand, foot pegs, and then we'll have a roller. Let's put the sprocket on, which is here. On here, but all right, so the sprocket is on, and the next thing we got to do, I'm gonna hit this with some fine sandpaper to kind of prep it a little bit to make sure it has a good making surface. Got some rough spots in there, so I'm gonna hit it with some sandpaper. I think I got some 1500, some very fine. So I don't want to damage the surface. I'm gonna hit it with some 180. Real. What I'm gonna do is take some brake cleaner and paper towel, shoes. Really it. So onto these brake pads. How this works, but this has springs already on it. This is probably not the right way to be doing this. I know somebody's yelling in the comments, that's not the right way, that's not the right way. Well, I didn't bother to YouTube it before I did it. So I'm just gonna put it on the way that I took it off. Aha! Brake pads on. Hopefully it stops. I figured something out. So I mean, technically now we have a roller. Ugh. She is on the ground. I'm thinking that this color combination actually works pretty good. I was gonna red splatter the wheels, and I'm glad I didn't, because like the little red splatter on the drum and the little support bracket looks good, and then the splatter on the tank, and then the reverse splatter on the fenders, I feel like it will blend everything right on in. All right, so pretty much got a roller.
Come on, give it back. Come on. Daddy!
What?
I take it back!
All right. Why does that look so twisted? What's for this? Alright everyone, so the bike is put back together. Everything is on here. I'm going to order another brake cable because I lost a little bearer nut that goes onto the drum brake. So the brake cable is like 20 bucks, so I'll order the brake cable. And then after that, the only thing is missing is the motor. So I need to take the torque converter, the pipe, the 18-pound valve springs out and put it on the Predator 212. So of course the gas tank, the air filter, and the muffler is coming off. And then the muffler, the 22 mil Makuni, and the torque converter and the 18-pound valve springs are going to go on. Then of course we got the gas tank on the frame itself. So I'm going to take the carburetor that was on the 196 and I'm going to stick it on this power sport, get it running, and then try to sell it. And then that motor is going to get gutted and probably just use it for fitting purposes, since it'll be a little bit lighter motor to move around. So other than that, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.